27 August. I'm in Laconia, New Hampshire, headed up to Mount Washington. I'm gonna try to reach the summit. We'll see how that goes. Mount Washington is known for its unpredictable and erratic weather pattern, so today it looks pretty promising, but we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees and a little bit windy, but not too bad, so see how it goes. My first attempt. I'm gonna try the Jewell trailhead by myself, no kids, wife's at home, so I'd say my chances of success are pretty high. We'll see. All right, try to hike up to Mount Washington, starting from this parking lot trailhead. Run across the street. The Jewell Trail, 5 miles to Mount Washington. Should be fun. Always wanted to do this, being from New Hampshire. I've never been up to Mount Washington, so I feel like I'm a fake New Hampshireite. So this looks pretty awesome though. See how it goes. Let you know after 5 miles in, see if it was a good idea or not. This is the Jewell Trail, supposedly the more flat trail. It's like 4,200 feet in elevation change, but over a gradual period of time, I guess, as opposed to some of the other ones. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's pretty thick out here. It's in the White Mountain National Forest, about an hour and a half away from where I grew up down south. So yeah, see how it goes. So far it looks pretty good. Man, I'm about an hour in and I'm immediately regretting every life decision I've made up to this point. It sucks, but I'm probably about halfway there. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it gets better, but we'll see. Man, okay, so I guess I made it to the Alpine Zone, whatever that means. This is a pretty ridiculous hike. I think this will probably be my first and last time ever doing it. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's pretty difficult. I found out too on the way up, apparently this isn't the easiest trail, which is what I thought it was. So kind of added to the difficulty, but here we go. Just to give you an idea what the trail looks like. I made it just above the tree line. Pretty awesome view. I think that's the top of Mount Washington up there, if you can see it. And then down there is the car park I came from. But awesome view. It's the White Mountain National Forest. So it looks like So it's about to get pretty rocky, but we'll see. All right, here we go. So I made it to the Gulf Side trailhead, which looks like there's about 1.4 miles to go until the summit. 3.7 from where I came from. So, pretty awesome views though. Visibility's out to 80 miles today. Light breeze. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely beautiful up here, that's for sure. Here we go. Less than a mile to the summit. I'm an idiot. This is how it should have come to the top. Next time. Almost there though. Almost there. So I just finished Mount Washington. Pretty intense. It was not exactly what I expected, but it was pretty intense. The last 1,500 feet, or 1,000 to 1,500 feet in elevation gain is really nothing but rocks, like slate, granite rocks. So you're pretty much rock hopping up to the summit, which at that point in time, you're kind of tired and exhausted, but it was good. I'm glad I did it. If I were to do it over again, I would definitely be way more deliberate about doing it. I got there probably around 11:15, which is pretty late. They say average time is 5 hours and 10 minutes one way to the summit, which didn't leave me a lot of time to make a return down the mountain, so I ended up taking the Cog Railway back. There's also a railway, if you don't want to hike it, that goes from the base station up to the summit. That's about an hour each way, but it's pricey. I think, so for me, I bought a one-way ticket down. I hiked up and then it took a one-way ticket down. It was like 51 bucks. So it is pretty pricey, but if you don't want to walk all the way down, it's probably worth the 50 bucks. It's worth it to me, so. Doing it over again, I would also probably not do the trail that I did. I did the Jewell trail, which starts in the same parking lot as Ammonoosuc trailhead, which I was actually told by some folks on the trail I was on that it's a easier, more gradual incline, pretty much all the way to the top. So if I had to do it over again, I would probably do that. You can also do a loop. Those two basically connect up at the top, so you could go up Jewell Trail, come back down the Ammonoosuc Trail. But I would probably definitely select a different trail. It took me about 4 hours and 30 minutes to get to the top, which is a pretty decent time. But yeah, it was nice. Very forested and thick woods. at the base, probably for about 1,500 to 2,000 feet until you hit that alpine section. Altogether, though, it's about 4,000 feet elevation change, and it depends on the distance. Depends on the trail you select. The one I was on was 5.1 miles. It was about 4,000 feet over 5.1 miles. So you can definitely feel it. But it was a good experience. I'd probably do it again with somebody else. I don't know about soloing it. That was my first time soloing something like that. It was a long 4.5 hours by myself. I would probably do it again if one of my daughters wanted to do it, or the wife. Actually, my wife would never do that, so it'd probably have to be one of my daughters. But it is a good experience. Probably something you should check out, definitely if you're in New Hampshire. But actually, most of the folks up there were from out of state, it seemed like. And then when you get to the top, there's an observatory. They have like a weather observation station. They have a snack bar, and they have the summit, the sign of the summit, and there's like a line to get your picture taken there. So that's about it at the top. So you can refuel, refresh, take some photos, and then time to head back down. But it was good. I didn't get to do as much drone photography as I wanted to. There were a bunch of people up there. It's kind of condensed for time. I did not plan it out as well as I should to give myself more time on top, but it is what it is. So yeah, check it out if you're in New Hampshire.